Hello, it's Melissa. I am here because I want to add it on the tag. Ain't nobody got time for that. That is the name of the tag. I'm not speaking broken English purposely. I'm doing it because that's what the tag is called. Ain't nobody got time for that. Credits and kudos to Sweet Brown. Um, I'm gonna do Ain't Nobody Got Time for That Church Edition because there's so many times where you're in a church service, or if you're like me, you can be in a church service and feel like, oh my God, why? So, without further ado, ain't nobody got time for that church edition. Ain't nobody got time for rude ushers. You are the first people that most people off the street see. You are known as the touch ministry for a reason. You're supposed to touch their hearts. You're supposed to give them a sense that they belong in the house of God, because that's where people belong. People need to find community in God's house. So ain't nobody got time for you to have a stank attitude, for you to call yourself just getting through some things on your own. If you feel like you can't relate to people on a very nice, sweet, approachable level, then you need to sit down for the week. Don't go asking for programs and stuff. Don't. It's not okay. Ain't nobody got time for that. Number two, ain't nobody got time for people coming in late when when they're supposed to be singing in the choir. If you're on praise and worship, you need to be there on time. You need to be there on time. Okay, church starts at 11 o'clock, get there at 10:30. Don't come in at 11:10 trying to sneak up into the choir stands, because it's not okay. That's a wrong spirit. Don't be arrogant. Okay, if everybody else had the decency to get up and get there on time, you can do it too. You could have done it too. Don't pout and moan and get all Madonna diva on me. Ain't nobody got time for that. Number three, ain't nobody got time for dramatic praisers. If you feel moved of the Spirit of God to do something, do it. I'm not saying that, but there are those of us who come to church and haven't touched the Bible, haven't come into the presence of God, do not practice the presence of God at all, but because we're in a crowd and we want to be seen as the most spiritual, we act out. And I said we because I have been a part of that number in my younger days in the Lord. I'm talking maybe 2 years old. Now that I'm 10 strong, it ain't happening, because ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? I think you start to understand what I'm saying. But I'm going to keep it I'm not going to just beat on people that are in offices and stuff. I feel like the audience and the congregation has a lot to do with the atmosphere of a service. So ain't nobody got time for you to be knocking your pastor all the time. Ain't nobody got time for you to always have something negative to say about what your pastor preached, or what he said, or what he or she, what they do. He or she, they are people just like you. And so they should be allowed to grow and develop just like you expect to be allowed to grow and to develop. And you shouldn't hold them down with your perceptions, because ain't nobody got time for that. There are so many more I could do, church edition. If you have more, put them in the comment box below. We might make a part 2 to this. 2013, it's getting big right now. You actually caught me in the midst of studying, working, trying to get things done, but I know that I promised more videos. And even if I have to do them like here in my room on the floor in the middle of studying with my notebook and paper and stuff all with me, I do want to keep that promise to you, because I believe that ministry is important on all levels, and I want you to know that I do pray for you, and I study and I stay up. I'm trying, trust me. But I gotta go, so that I can keep working, keep moving, because stagnation, ain't nobody got time for that. Love you.